Everyone, let's wait for some people to get on here. Oh my gosh, I have COVID. It's so sad. Really sucks. I've had COVID for over a week. Been sick with it. My fiance, right there. Oh, she's hard to see because the light. She flew on an airplane, and I guess she flew on an airplane to come back here to Tucson, Arizona, to be with me for the holidays. And I think she brought COVID with her. It's not good. It's not a hoax. I just wanted everybody to know COVID is not a hoax. It is real. I'm really sick with it. Um, I've had it for a week now. I've just started to feel better for the past. Hey, Janet Cole. I've just started to feel better for the past 2 days. I've started to feel better. Um, so that's why it's Friday. Usually we'll do these live streams intermittently Friday afternoon, evening ish, and thought I would tell you guys the bad news that I caught the COVID. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate that. Um, my symptoms have been a cough, um, dizziness, your general like flu symptoms. I had a fever of 102. The first 2 days actually were really horrible. I was nauseous. I was having diarrhea. It really seemed to affect my GI tract at first. Um, and then after that, I've just been trying to make sure it doesn't move down into my lungs. Um, it's been just like you know how when you have a flu, it makes you feel dizzy, woozy, kind of like weak, like you can't think straight. You kind of feel like you're high or something in your head. Um, it's I don't know. Look, I ever since COVID, I've been letting my hair grow out. Do you guys want to see my hair? Oh my gosh, look at that. Ever since COVID happened, I lost all my summer tour gigs. Me and Melissa actually had to postpone our wedding. We were supposed to get married. Um, Come and say hi to them, Melissa. Everybody loves you. Come over here, baby.
Hi.
Ooh, she's been really sweet. We've just been here quarantining together. This is actually the house I grew up in. In a second, I'll walk around and show you guys the house that I grew up in. Oh, and my dad. Where's that kitten at? Get that kitten.
Where's the kitten?
I know, right? It took me so long to get it. I was out in the street doing performance art, hanging out with some Trump supporters, right? Playing games with them, playing jokes on them, and I don't know. I thought for a second maybe I'd already had it. I couldn't figure out why. I was wearing a mask everywhere I was going. Tried to do social distancing, but couldn't figure out why I didn't get it. But what it took was Melissa flying on an airplane. Oh, thanks, Wayne. Thanks, facts or not.
I can't find the
Um,
kitten.
oh, this kitten will come back. So my dad also. Here's some of the things I'll show you. I'll show you the house I grew up in Tucson, Arizona.
Gary.
And I'm gonna show you this little kitten. My dad took pity on us and he brought us a care package of a bunch of vitamin C and echinacea, and then he brought us this little tiny kitten.
Okay. Oh,
Don't scare him.
no, no, no.
Let him be all sweet and cute and stuff. Oh, look, my dad came and brought us a COVID cat. Right, he saw that we were sick with COVID,
Oh,
and he tamed these feral cats, um, and and then he brought us a kitten because we're stuck here in this bedroom, laying in bed, trying to take it easy so we don't get more sick.
now the kitten's being sweet.
And nothing makes the time go by faster than having a little kitten. Sorry, guys, if this isn't my most exciting video. Yeah, he tamed a feral cat. Sorry if this isn't my most exciting video, but I just wanted to. I'm bored and have COVID, and I thought maybe some of my supporters and friends on here would like to check up on me and see what my status is. Yeah, so it's just like those are my symptoms. I didn't lose my sense of taste or smell, which is kind of nice. And I had pneumonia when I was a kid, so I was a little scared when I tested positive for COVID. Just because when you have pneumonia, pneumonia tends to leave scarring in your lungs, and then you're more susceptible to respiratory illnesses. So I've been really concerned about it moving on down into my lungs. Yo, what's up, Wayne? Thank you so much. Hey, thanks, Tom. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate. We haven't named the cat yet, so we're taking suggestions about what to name the kitty. Um, Sorry, guys, I probably won't be doing any magic. I've lost my powers because of COVID. But let's see. Yeah, I appreciate all of you guys' support. I'm thinking about really getting going on my Patreon. Hey, what's up, Colton? I'm sick, man. I have COVID. It's real. There's a lot of misinformation about COVID going around. I feel like politicians, as of late, really politicized COVID. They were thinking, how can I try to use this pandemic to win the election? Oh, let's make my supporters think that it's not real, while the liberals will think that it is real and try to take precautions, and then they won't want to show up to the polls in person. So then we'll disrupt the postal service. That was a strategy. That was one campaign strategy, and it's created a lot of misinformation. And Melissa's mother doesn't believe that COVID is real, but she's sick and she won't get a COVID test, and she refuses to wear a mask. Um, she is a Trump supporter, so that's why she doesn't think that COVID is real. She thinks it's a hoax created by the Democrats. Yeah, for me, it's weird how the symptoms of this virus have been all across the board different. So my sense of taste and smell hasn't gone away. I've luckily been able to taste and smell things. Um, okay, Colton, you can tell a little bit about yourself. Thanks, Lanzaderezus. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thanks, Tom. Thank you, Maria. Yeah, in a second I'll show you guys. What really freaked me out is I believe in the serendipity of the magic that is the universe, and that everything happens for a reason, including this little kitten. But I'm back in the childhood home that I grew up in. Um, Normally I rent it out to people, but the tenants moved out, and I was like, hey, let's spend Christmas in the house that I grew up in, that I was born and raised in. And then I get COVID in it, and I'm like, oh my God, have I come back to the house that I was born and raised in to die? Like, literally, that was my thinking, right? I was like, oh my God, does this mean I'm gonna die because I'm back in the home that I grew up in? Like, everybody would always wanna, that's just, I don't know, I would wanna die in the house I grew up in.
You want to die
That's
in the house you
awesome,
grew up in?
Colton. Everybody say what up to Colton. He's telling us who he is. Um, So yeah, I don't want to stay too long on here. The healthcare professional told us to quarantine for 14 days. So actually, Monday supposedly we will be out of quarantine and we can go out into the world. So we've just had some friends dropping off groceries for us. Luckily, we have a lot of friends in this town. Hey, thank you, Chloe Dog. I appreciate it. Um, Yeah, I don't want to talk too much because I'll start to get lightheaded. Hey, do you guys want to see what the house that I grew up in looks like? Um, I'll take you guys on a little tiny tour. It's kind of interesting, just so you know what the home I grew up in looked like. This is the room that we're staying in. This is actually the room that my parents had when we were growing up. It's a little messy right now. I picked up Melissa some flowers when I picked her up at the airport. Don't fly on airplanes. That's how we think Melissa got it. Melissa got it first, and then a few days later, I got it. Oh, my friend is here with the emergency circus right there. Um, Look, you see the mountains from my house, right? That's the mountains out there. Oh wait, here, let me put these shoes on, guys. How's the how's the connection? Is it okay? The internet connection? Is it good? Decent? COVID sucks and it's real and you don't want to give this to people who are vulnerable. Like people are dying of this. People are dying of it and I could see why because this is the worst one of the worst flus I've ever had. It's really important to take care of yourself when you get this stuff. And then it's like my other friend got it and he didn't suffer any symptoms whatsoever. On one day, Melissa had a fever of 106 degrees. I didn't believe it, right? It didn't make sense. And then we have two different thermometers. I can't, man. I'm really sick. I can't just. I'm feeling sick. It takes a lot of energy to do a levitation. So we use one of these thermometers, right, where you don't touch you don't touch it to your skin. You just hold it there, right? And what does it say? 100.5. I don't know if you can see that. 100.5. Yeah, I got COVID, and then she tested 106 fever on this thermometer, and then we tried one of these regular thermometers that you put in your mouth, and then it was like 103. It was still high, but it's like these silly thermometers. I don't know. They're not very accurate. The ones where you don't actually touch yourself with them. They don't actually touch your skin. Um, but I've had a lot of friends and family checking on me. Um, oh, and I'll tell you guys the healing prayer of the Baha'is, right? I'm a Baha'i, and um, after I give you guys the tour, I'll share with you my favorite Baha'i prayer. So yeah, this is the house I grew up in. It's a little messy right now because of COVID, right? Here's the kitchen, right? Oh, we've got a fish up there. Here's the refrigerator. Um, I drink coffee, my drug of choice. Um, Ooh, he set up this Christmas tree right here. It's a living Christmas tree, right? So here I'll plug it in for you guys. Look, see it has right here. It's bad lighting. This is like a pot, right? So like it has a root ball right here. And voila. Yay, our Christmas tree. So yeah, moving on. This is the living room of the house. That's a living Christmas tree. So we're going to go and plant it in the backyard when we're done having Christmas. When we're done having Christmas, we're going to plant that tree right there. And I still have to pick a spot. One thing I love about this house is how bright it is. Look at how many windows this freaking living room has. That's one side. And then this is the other side. Look, you got a beautiful view of the backyard out there in the back with the porch through the windows. And then you have a beautiful view of the mountains right there with the ambulance. Right? It's a beautiful sunset today. Thanks, Colton. It's a beautiful sunset. And my friend just came. Look, see, we got lots of plants here. I love plants. I love all kinds of different plants there. Look, this is the Arizona flag right here. Is right there. I don't know why my friend came and planted his school or his ambulance right there. My friend Clay Mazing of the Emergency Circus. We've got a lot of San Pedro growing in the backyard. Sorry, my hair's a mess, guys. So yeah, Tucson, Arizona. Tour of my house, the childhood home that I grew up in. Look, we got all this drum set, musical instruments down there. Yeah, and then my friend Audra's moving in, and she has a 5-year-old. Here's gonna be his room, right? This is one bedroom right here. And look, you have like, ooh, it's a marimba. Um, yeah, and then here's a bathroom right here. Voila. Bathroom. Oh wait, let me flip this just so maybe it's a better camera. Oh look, yeah, that's a better camera. Oh, here's a bathroom. What's up, Harvard? Yeah, here's the bathroom that I would always use, that I learned to go to the bath, that I potty trained in. Um, and this is actually the room that I had when I was a child, when I was a kid, right in here. And it has, what's cool about this room is it has windows on 3 sides, right? 3 different sides, so it's like kind of like a peninsula in the house. Okay, now we're gonna go see the backyard. Oh, here's a porch, right? There's like cactus, all kinds of cactus. And oh, let me show you this kiva, this thing that I made to have ceremonies in, to host little ceremonies in. I built this shed right there, right? I built that shed. And I built this thing. There used to be a sweat lodge here, and the sweat lodge burnt down. And there are all these bricks and rocks and stuff, the foundations of the sweat lodge, and a tool shed and a big empty space. And it actually caught the side of the house on fire when the fire happened. And then check it out. You go down in here, and then this is the kiva. I love this cactus right here. Yeah, see? Yep, the sun's setting. This is a San Pedro cactus right here. It's a pretty big one, guys. Yep, that's the San Pedro. We're gonna plant a garden over here. That's another shed that I built over there. There's a chicken coop right over there. I don't know if you could see it. That's a chicken coop right over there. We could keep chickens in there, right there. There used to be like people camping in this backyard. There used to be a bamboo and a grapefruit tree. A lot of that died. There were all these hippies that were staying here. Like outdoor oven thing right here. This is a shed, another second shed that I built right there. Yeah. And this is the house I grew up in, guys. Little tour of it. 3-bedroom, 3.5 bedroom. Oh yeah, there's like this other bonus room. Oh wait, I gotta turn the water off right here. Yeah, there used to be it used to be very lush. Like my father was a landscaper, and so he planted all these lush plants. And oh wait, that door's locked. There's this extra bonus room right here. Let's go in here, back into the dining room. And making our way. Oh look, this is the view out the window. of the kitchen. Isn't that beautiful, guys? Isn't that a pretty view of the mountains that you get from here? I love it. What do you guys think? Yeah, like a lot of people in Tucson get a great view of the mountains. Thanks, Colton. Sorry, I'm still sick, guys, but thanks for joining in with me. Who are you talking to?
My mom.
Oh, okay.
Bye. I love you, mommy.
Anyways,
Okay.
I'm sick with COVID, and I've had it for like a week and 2 days.
I love you, mommy.
I've been feeling better, though. That's a good sign. And yeah. Fort Worth, Texas. I did a show at the North Texas State Fair in Denton, Texas. That's the closest that I've performed to you there, Colton. I personally would not want to live over there, though. It's like too flat and too cowboy for me. A little too cowboy for me. Yeah, but I've been taking all that Harvard mulligan. Chaga mushrooms. I haven't taken that, though. I haven't heard of that one. Oh, Janet, you're in New Jersey? We have an apartment in Brooklyn. Did you know that? You should come out to a show. We do this normally when it's warm out, we do this monthly show called the Lost Dog Show. See, we were doing shows all the time, like with sorry if I'm not like as with it normally. It's like it affects my head. It kind of makes my head feel funny, like dizzy and stuff. No, we were doing shows and trying to social distance as much as we can. Doing shows in New York, like the Lost Dog Show, and like there'd be points where I would be emceeing the show and be like, "Holy moly!" I'm like touching my face to this microphone that like 10 other people have put their mouth up to. Like, I'm gonna get COVID from this. I thought for sure that I would get COVID from doing these shows, and I never did it. I didn't get COVID until Melissa flew on an airplane. No, COVID feels like a flu. It feels like a bad flu. And then it made me nauseous and have diarrhea the first 2 days. And then it also makes you cough. I haven't gotten a sore throat yet, but maybe I should take... Could you hand me a lozenge? You're sitting on them. Look, there's my baby right there. Thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome.
I'm going to take a lozenge to soothe my throat there, buddy. Ricola. Hey, thank you, Allie. I appreciate all your support, guys. I might start a Patreon so you guys can talk to me more one-on-one, actually. But I do enjoy doing these live streams. Gosh, I lost a lot of money this year. Had a lot of shows this year. Lost my savings. And I'm still waiting to get unemployment. Thank you, Janet. I'm supposed to get unemployment, but then they like stopped giving it to me, and because they thought there was fraud in my account. I have to show them my social security card or something like that. So yeah, here's the Baha'i healing prayer. If you guys didn't know, my religion is I am a Baha'i. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. There's few of you enough on here to where I can like see your different comments there. Questions. Yeah, Colton, you made a joke. Funny. So here's the Baha'i healing prayer, okay? Oh, man. Yeah, I invested in crypto as well, but I think I sold it too soon. You see, whenever I get some gains, I'm like, oh, I better sell it because I made some money. I wish I would have kept it in because like Bitcoin's doubled in the past like month or two. Um, but I think that because Bitcoin has gone up to more than it's ever been before, that it's gonna crash down again. It's in a spike right now, so you gotta be careful with the. Whenever something goes up really high, you don't want to buy too much more of it. Oh wait, here, let me turn on this light. Oh, there we go. That's a little better. Okay, here's the Baha'i healing prayer. Um, and if you like this prayer, if you want to say this prayer for other people, or you could say it for me, just look up Baha'i healing prayer. It's spelled Bahai. And it goes, Thy name is my healing, O my God, and remembrance of thee is my remedy. Nearness to thee is my hope, and love for thee is my companion. Thy mercy to me is my healing and my succor, in both this world and the world to come. Thou verily, thou art the all-bountiful, the all-knowing, the all-wise. And then normally you're supposed to like meditate for a second after you pray. Contemplate. Oh man, I'm gonna get to your comments in a second. Okay. My wedding, I think we're gonna do the wedding around Halloween time in New Orleans. So if you want to crash it, come to New Orleans. I just found Dabbler. Thanks for the longest message so far. Just found out somebody I have was interacting with COVID positive, which means I'm probably COVID positive now. So all I felt so far is fatigue and nauseated. Yeah, that is exactly what I experienced at first. Was start off with fatigue, headache, dizziness, achiness, and nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. It sucked. And it wasn't until like 5 days after I first got it that I really started to cough a lot. I never got a sore throat from it, which is good. That's nice. No runny nose, just like coughing up phlegm all the time. I'm sorry, RR, but I'm experiencing a different sickness than I ever have. I know it's become fashionable to believe conspiracy theories. I know it sometimes feels good about to believe in conspiracy theories, but truth about human nature is that we tend to believe things that we want to believe in. It's kind of like if you have a propensity to believe in a conspiracy theory, well, then you will. But COVID is real. I tested positive for it. And Melissa, Melissa, you just had an uncle pass away from COVID.
Yeah, my uncle died in Dominican Republic because he had COVID.
Like, what did he die?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. This is
2
yesterday.
days ago, he died.
What did he die? Like he didn't just
He
die
had
from a flu.
No, he had COVID. He was COVID positive, and now everyone in the house is sick. But he's the only one who died.
Yeah. So stop spreading misinformation. I'm sorry, but COVID is real. Um, it's like it's kind of like also people whenever whenever there's something happening in the mainstream, there's always people that want to say they want to go against the mainstream. They want to be like, no, it's not. That's not real. You know.
And they're not in America. They're in another country. They're in Dominican Republic. So it's not just a political ploy that's for America.
I mean, these conspiracy theories, a lot of it's just people trying to manipulate politics and trying to use COVID to manipulate politics. And people being like, I don't want to wear a mask. It's uncomfortable. I don't want to wear a mask to try to protect other people. Yo, you want to know the quickest way to get a Trump supporter to wear a mask? Tell them that if they wear a mask, don't tell them it will help somebody else. Tell them that it will hurt an immigrant if they wear a mask. That's how to get a Trump supporter to wear a mask. Tell them it will hurt because they won't wear it if they think it will help somebody else. They'll wear it if they think it hurts an immigrant. Um, Yeah, I would only be concerned if you have a pre-existing condition. I mean, it's scary when it's a new disease. I was also scared by the news that said that some people have suffered permanent organ damage from COVID. That's
Or
scary.
permanent lung damage.
Permanent lung damage. I mean, you have when you have pneumonia, you have permanent lung damage from it. It scars your lungs. I had pneumonia when I was 4 years old, and it scarred my lungs. Um, oh, good news! My agent is gonna. My agent says they want me to go on Britain's Got Talent. Not everybody's the same, you know. I mean, when everybody in your household all test positive and you have symptoms and it's not the flu and it seems like something kind of different than the flu, like I've never had a flu like this. And Melissa's uncle was a doctor and he was pretty healthy.
No, not the doctor. The doctor didn't die.
Oh, he wasn't a doctor, but he was
No,
pretty healthy,
my
right?
other, yeah, he was pretty healthy. You saw him a year, 2 years ago.
Like people don't just die from the flu unless they have a compromised immune system, unless they're 90 years old, or unless they you know, there's people don't just die from the flu, okay? Like her uncle didn't just die from the flu. Yeah, I would get tingly hands. And also losing your sense of taste and smell. That's a new symptom. I don't know any common cold flu symptom of losing your sense of taste and smell, like completely. That just doesn't happen from the flu. So all these people saying that, hey, thank you for telling me I'm the best YouTuber. I appreciate that, even though I don't think I am. Oh wow, Harvard. That's interesting. Cause like our other friend that was in our household, she tested negative, right, and then she tested positive,
The
and she
the
had
very
been
next day.
the very next day, and she had been around us the whole time, and we were like, why are you testing negative when you were in the same room with us? It's so close to us. Like you probably have COVID. And the first two times actually she tested negative. So there's been false negatives. So the testing I don't think is very accurate. I think you will. Harvard said they banned internet and hydrochloroquine, two drugs that save people from it. I don't know. Hydrochloroquine really wasn't saving people. That was just an idiot saying that. Sorry, but there's a lot of misinformation about COVID, and it's because certain politicians, I won't mention any names, tried to politicize it. They tried to exploit it to win re-election. I mean, they were telling their wealthiest donors the truth about COVID in February so that they could do insider trading before the market crashed. He told them that that it was real, it was serious, and that it will cause people to die, and that it will cause markets to crash. He told them that. He told his wealthy donors at a fundraiser. You know, if you're the wealthiest donors, you get the insider information. And at the same time, he was telling the rest of us people that COVID was a Democratic hoax. Thank you, James. So yeah, there's a lot of misinformation about COVID, and I just thought I would, touch bases with you guys, see how you guys are doing, and tell you guys how I'm doing and what I'm experiencing as far as what COVID has done to me. There's Melissa right there. She's busy studying.
I'm not studying.
Oh, you're not studying?
I'm getting Christmas gifts.
She had finals during this time. I mean, honestly, I would say that laziness is the way to go if you're sick. That's that's my thinking because I take a lesson from my father in that he had a bad flu when he was in finals studying to become a teacher, and he did not take it easy. He did not rest when he had this flu, And he thinks that because he just pushed through the flu and kept working, what happened was he just never got better. Like he never fully recovered from this flu, and he thinks it opened the door for him to develop chronic fatigue, that when he got the flu he didn't rest and he just kept working, and through not taking it easy when his body needed to rest and heal, he developed chronic fatigue and he had to live with that for the rest of his life. It's chronic fatigue. And after that, he also developed fibromyalgia, which they think fibromyalgia is also linked to chronic fatigue. So, if you are sick, you need to take it easy. Yeah, it's weird too, Dabbler. My thermometer readings have jumped around. I mean, I don't even get thermometers. Normally, when I take my temperature, your temperature is supposed to be 98.6, but my temperature is always below that. It's always like 95 point something, like 3 degrees below. Like I'm always cold. I don't understand why. Well, if you develop, I had pneumonia when I was 4 years old, and when you have pneumonia, you have scarring in your lungs from it. It always scars your lungs to a certain degree, and when you have pneumonia scarring, you are more susceptible to respiratory illnesses. So, yes, my lungs were permanently damaged from pneumonia. So when I got this COVID, I was a little concerned, knowing that I had pneumonia and I am more susceptible to respiratory illnesses. Like whenever I get sick and my friends get sick in the chest, it always affects me worse than everybody else because of that. Um, yeah, I'm seeing your comments, guys. Hey, what's up, Elizabeth Bastard? Elfat Bast? Funny name, guy. We did take this suja turmeric
Oh, these are the
stuff.
best. This.
We took these are expensive, but when we first got it, we took these, which has a lot of turmeric in it, ginger, garlic, cayenne pepper. These herbs. This is what the drug companies don't want you to know about. Um, but yeah, so I started growing out my hair ever since COVID hit. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let my hair grow, cause why be bald when I can grow a full head of hair? Um, yeah. Um, my friend Matthew Silver, if you guys remember Matthew Silver, the funny guy in the underwear, he had it when COVID first hit in March. He had it, and he said it took him 2 weeks to get better, and then it took him a full 5 weeks before he felt completely normal again. So it also lasts longer than a flu. Usually, for me, I get over a flu after a week, and then I'm like fully recovered after a week and a half. I feel completely better. But this has been now it's been almost a week and a half since we've gotten it. We're still not over it. We have COVID, and it sucks. It's real. Yeah, we've been doing ginger echinacea teas. Speaking of which, I gotta make some. Hey, thanks to you, David Greenspan. Um, Hey, you guys should check out my TikTok. My TikTok's been exploding. I've been having a lot of viral content on there recently. I don't know, guys. Like, I haven't been making as many YouTube videos recently because honestly, like, YouTube has been sucking. The algorithm sucks. They won't update their algorithm. Um, and it's just like a legacy thing now. It's like my legacy videos still make revenue, but like, I put out a new video and it's really, really hard for my new videos to get views, to get traction. And this is what a lot of YouTubers have complained about. But then I put the same content out on my TikTok, and it gets millions of views, right? It goes viral on TikTok, and you know, in okay, so like in May, I had 10,000 followers on TikTok. Now I have 50,000 followers on TikTok. So you can see how fast my TikTok has grown, in just 6 months. I've seen a lot of results. So I've been putting out a lot more TikTok on my, I mean my a lot of more content on my TikTok. Can you see my head's a little bit hoo hoo? So if you guys are on TikTok, I hope you guys find me on there. It's
Does
the
your
new thing.
dad like chocolate, Anika?
My dad likes chocolate. I think Mika does too. Oh man, Beasting Yang, I'm not that good at meditating to be able to alter my body temperature. That's like the next level stuff. Well, I'm glad most of you believe that COVID is real because I am here to tell you that COVID is real. It's a real illness. Um, totally real. Don't underestimate it. Wear a mask. Social distance, and don't fly on airplane. Melissa over there,
What?
she got COVID because she flew on an airplane.
Yeah.
You think so? You think that's where it came from?
Yeah.
It's the timing of we weren't really hanging out around many people. Because I'm here in Arizona to see my grandmother and my father for Christmas. So we were like, oh, let's like social distance and quarantine before we go to see them. And
And I
then
was fine in New York. I was fine in Miami. But then once I took the airplane from Denver to Arizona, I noticed there's a lot of people on the plane that didn't wear masks. And they were like, every time they made an announcement about wearing a mask, this one guy kept doing like, fuck you.
it was United. They should be
And it was
forcing
very
people to wear
packed.
masks.
It was packed. They packed the airplane pretty full of people, and like I had nobody sitting next to me, but there was people in front of me that were all next to each other, and they didn't know each other.
And United Airlines, like when we flew on an airplane before, they were making everybody wear masks, except for that one guy wearing the Trump supporter hat.
Yeah, the
That guy refused to wear a
stupid
mask, and he
guy.
said he had a medical condition that prevented him from doing it. And then when I saw him in the baggage claim, I asked him what the medical condition was. He said, "I don't have a medical condition. I just don't want to wear one." He lied.
Liar.
Um, but I mean, at least he was honest with me. Okay, Janet. I know, like in the outdoors, like I've been outdoors around so many people. I've been going to so many protests, wearing a mask, and I couldn't get it. But Melissa flew on an airplane. Don't fly United. They don't make people wear masks so much on United. And Melissa caught it from flying on the airplane.
Yup. What's that? Oh.
Also on my TikTok, you'll see that this guy or this girl freaking coughed in my face. Because she was like getting up in my face, and I told her COVID 6 feet, and then she just starts coughing in my freaking face. Um, you'll see that video on my TikTok. There's a lot. There's a lot of stuff I've been up to recently that I haven't been posting here on YouTube. I kind of like I've been focusing more on TikTok. So go to my TikTok. It's at special_head.
What would Clay like?
You don't need to get Clay anything. He's not gonna get you anything for Christmas.
Well, whatever. Maybe I'll get him some chocolate.
Don't get Jesus.
What? Chocolate's
You
fine.
don't have that much money.
Chocolate is $5.
Okay. I don't know. I don't worry about. I don't want you to spend too much money, baby. She's buying Christmas presents right now. No, Clay. Clay is our friend who never gets me anything for Christmas or birthdays or anything. So like,
Well, then,
why would my fiance? He does not deserve a Christmas present.
okay, well, what if I got like a basket of stuff for all of us?
To enjoy.
Yeah,
That would be nice. A Christmas present for the household.
yeah.
If anybody needs a Christmas present, it's Audra and Evan.
Yeah, well, I'm getting Evan these little like dino toys that are like it looks like it's good for kids.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was a girl that coughed in my face, and so I just don't believe in hitting girls ever. As a man, it's just not right for a man to hit a woman. Unless the woman is like really beating on him, like unless she's actually hurting him, it's a situation where he has to defend himself against her. But in that situation, I just needed to step back from her. That's funny, Allie. Well, Clay just never gets. Melissa doesn't have that much money, and Clay never gets anybody presents. So
Well, okay, so what's better if I got for the house like healthy nuts, like dried fruit, or like chocolatey?
get chocolatey stuff. I still haven't even got my grandma, my dad. You're the only person I bought a Christmas present for.
I think I'm just gonna get your dad and Mika chocolate.
Okay.
I don't know, something they would enjoy.
We're gonna get my grandma a fish.
Yeah.
Okay, David, you ask, hey, I pray for you. Why did you wear your mask as you speak or not? I'm a little confused by the question. I wear a mask when I'm around other people, not in the home, like out in public. Um, and yo, dude, why are you saying a word like pandemic? It's as if somebody made up a word, used it in political propaganda, and then you adopted it into your vocabulary, right? As they wanted to. And honestly, not to harp on you, not to make you feel bad, but like that shows a certain level of predictability and like you not being original by saying pandemic. Like it just makes it seem like it's like a sheep like action. Sorry, but like you think that by saying pandemic that you're not a sheep, but somebody created political propaganda and invented that word for you to say, and then you adopted it. You followed like a sheep, and you adopted it into your vocabulary. Sorry, I didn't mean. I don't mean to be a jerk about it, but
What are you saying that COVID's not real?
um, he's calling it the pandemic.
Oh, that's
Nobody wanted this to happen. Okay, this is bad for the economy. It's bad for America. It's bad for everyone. Like nobody wanted this to happen, except for maybe like some kind of terrorist that
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 wanted to fuck with
that wanted
America.
to destroy everybody.
Well, not even just America. It's like every other country. Like
So yeah,
look at all the Italian people that died.
when you hey, thank you, David. I appreciate it. So when you use vocabulary like when you use the same vocabulary that everybody else is using that was created as political propaganda, it just makes you seem like a follower because you're not coming up with anything original. connection's getting bad. No, I don't know that. That's just, sometimes when you want to believe a conspiracy, you will take any and all pieces of information you can find to be like, no, but look, why would there be a Russian blackout if there wasn't a conspiracy? You know, the thing about belief is that you believe what you want to believe, and you will look and find any pieces of information to try to infer what you want to believe in. And I realize this, that like, it's nothing bad. It's that, when you don't understand why something is happening, as a human, you want to explain it. You want to understand it. You want to identify what's going on. And if you don't understand it, you don't have an explanation for why something's going on, what you'll do is you will create your own conspiracies. You will create conspiracies to explain what you can't understand. And it's just, it comes from, the root of it is trying to understand things and feeling insecure when you don't understand things. But like, seriously, like, conspiracy theories have become way too popular, and right-wing media especially has figured out how to exploit people's desire to believe in conspiracy theories. They've completely exploited you. This whole thing about the deep state, right? The deep state is just a distraction from the original conspiracy theory of the Illuminati. Do you remember the Illuminati? Right? If you have a secret society and there's conspiracy theories about you, you can't disband the information about that conspiracy theory. Conspiracy that the Illuminati is space alien reptilian creatures that have disguised themselves as humans. That conspiracy could have been created by the Illuminati to discredit anybody that's talking about the Illuminati. The deep state is a conspiracy that's almost like the Illuminati, right? It's a secret society of millionaires that you know of, millionaire only Democrat politicians, and Hollywood celebrities that you know of, and a few billionaires that are the most well-known billionaires, Bill Gates and George Soros, right? How is that a secret society if it's all these people that you know about that are in the limelight? You see, the media that you watch just wants to paint an image of an enemy for you to hate. And it's a lot easier to hate an enemy that you have a picture of to hate, right? That you already know about. It's a lot easier to paint Tom Hanks and these famous celebrities as the enemies than, say, the Illuminati, which is a group of secretive billionaires who you don't know who they are because it's a secret society, right? These are like the Koch brothers. Do you know what the Koch brothers look like, right? That the Illuminati supposedly does virgin sacrifices as an induction. It's a secret society, and the way that they get their members to keep secret about the secret society is they have their members do something so horrible, so atrocious, that you would never dare speak out about the secret society, because now the secret society has this dirt on you, right? So the whole deep state thing, you notice Donald Trump never talks about the Illuminati. He's never once mentioned the words Illuminati. That's because he wants to join it, or he is already in it, right? He, of course, is going to run with this alternate secret society thing. Here's the thing, is that the Illuminati funds both the Democrats and the Republicans, right? They're a group of only billionaires. You have to be a billionaire to join it, right? They're the richest people in the world. And I was actually friends with Walter O'Brien. He's the 5th smartest person in the world. And there was actually a TV show made about him that's called Scorpion. This is the guy that when he was a teenager, he hacked into NASA and he hacked into the bank SWIFT codes. And then Interpol showed up in his family's farmhouse in Ireland, and he already had a contract. He already had a contract waiting for the FBI to sign, saying that if I show you how I hacked this stuff, you will promise not to press charges against me for hacking it. This is, as a 14-year-old, this is what this guy did. He runs a think tank, and he told me the Illuminati hires his think tank. Because what the Illuminati is the richest families in the world like to meet and have these meetings where they discuss where they're moving their money around. They discuss world issues, and they have their little silly ceremonies. So oh man, here's what I ask is, like, which is logically more believable? The newer conspiracy that's pushed as part of a right-wing agenda that says that the real secret society that is a pedophile ring is a group of only Democrats that are millionaires, and then a couple billionaires who are in the spotlight, right? And then Hollywood celebrities that are also millionaires, right? Or a secret society of only billionaires that finance both the Republicans and the Democrats, that donate money to both parties. Billionaires, this is a secret society, remember, group of only billionaires who you don't know who they are. They keep secret. They're not in the limelight, right? You expect me to believe that the real secret society is a bunch of millionaire only Democrats that I know who they are? It just doesn't make sense. I'm sorry, I'm not falling for that right-wing conservative propaganda. You know, I see propaganda. Thank you, Allie, for knowing that I'm right. Thanks, guys. No, I believe in distractionary conspiracy theories because if you're really trying to tug on things and pull on the strings, you would use somebody like some kind of hate monger like Alex Jones to tell you two truths and a lie. That's how they get you. They tell you two things that you know for sure to be true. And then they slide in the big lie. If you want somebody to believe a lie, you tell them two truths and slide in the lie. Because you get them trusting you, you get them believing in you, what you have to say, and then you slide in the lie. That's what Alex Jones does. This is what QAnon does. And so the information about the Illuminati is already out there, right? If you're going to try to pull strings as, you know, a secret society trying to control the bewildered herd, well, then what you're going to do is you're going to try to insert your own conspiracy theories into the mix that you want people to believe in. This is a conspiracy on the conspiracy theories, right? So your deep state conspiracy theory is a conspiracy to try to get you following a conspiracy to distract you and to try to sway you politically. Because, well, we all know the Republican Party is a party that entices poor people to vote for the interests of the rich. Yeah, I got COVID. Dude, are you going to start on a flat earther thing? I think that the flat earther thing is just an experiment to see how far people can take a conspiracy theory. It's an experiment to see if they could implement their own conspiracy, to see how ridiculous of a conspiracy theory that they could implant into people's minds. Okay, the thing you said about Antarctica, whenever people start to go on the trip about why is Antarctica forbidden, why can't you go to Antarctica, that's a flat earther conspiracy theory. Is that people are like, well, why are you not allowed to go to Antarctica? What is the government not wanting you to see down there? Because the flat earther theory is that Antarctica is really where the sides of the Earth. Antarctica is really the perimeter around the flat Earth, and that you'll see the edge of the flat Earth and you'll fall off the edge, or whatever. Yeah, I'm serious. I have this really awesome friend who's fallen into like the flat earther conspiracies.
Oh yeah, he likes flat Earth. But you know what?
And it really.
He thinks that Biden cheated.
He also thinks that Biden cheated.
But
too, my flat earther friend, but
But
I respect. It's funny because
I agree to disagree. We might not have the same opinions, but I still like the guy.
well, I think that there was definitely they definitely found fraud, and it was on the side of Trumpers, but trying to destroy the postal service. That was cheating, for example, because trying to target your opponent's voters to make it hard for them to vote. That's a form of cheating, in my opinion. Um, but yeah, it's like I the same people that are saying we're on the side of the rule of law, respect the rule of law, are the same people that don't respect the 85 court decisions throwing out Trump's frivolous lawsuits calling the election fraud, right? The same people saying respect the rule of law, back the blue, are the same people that don't respect the judges when the judges don't side for something that they want them to side on. I mean, people keep saying, wait until everything is going to hit the fan, like, I just wonder where those people are going to be at in a month when when it, when this stuff doesn't happen. People are saying, "Oh, wait till January 6th. Trump is going to win on January 6th. Watch." These are the same people that in the spring of this past year, they were saying it's a fact that Trump is going to win, that Trump will be your president on November 4th. These are the same people that are saying on January 6th Trump is going to win are the same people that were saying Trump will be your president-elect on November 4th, right? Like, when you get this stuff wrong again and again, it kind of discredits you and people stop listening to you. Yes, I still levitate. Oh, I'll tell you how I quit weed. I smoked weed. I smoked weed to kill pain. I smoked weed for artistic inspiration. I tried some of this stuff. This is a natural herb for pain relief called kratom. That helped me get off of weed because, well, it's more like a cup of coffee. Actually, it gives you energy, and it doesn't make you feel stoned. It doesn't make you feel slow and dumb. When you're stoned and you're like, what was I talking about? That stupid brain you get when you get stoned, where you're like, oh, what did he say? You don't get that with the kratom. And then the other thing with the kratom is when you take the kratom, it's just like a mild opiate, right? It just makes you feel kind of like a warm, nice feeling, and it gives you energy, and it makes and you can think more clearly on it. But if you take it and you smoke weed, it doesn't feel good, right? It doesn't interact well with weed, so when you take it, you don't want to smoke weed. Now, actually, this isn't the best advice, because basically what I'm telling you is to substitute one mind-altering substance for another. Because the one thing about kratom is it doesn't make you dumb like weed does. It doesn't slow your brain down, and it doesn't make you like as high. It's more mild. It's more light on your brain. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think it's a better painkiller. I know a lot of people use marijuana for pain-killing properties, like I did. I can't get that in Australia. What? They made it illegal? Kutomi? Killuminati? Oh, your name is Killuminati. Like, we were just talking about the Illuminati in this feed right now. That's funny. Yo, I'm always like, why doesn't there's always mass shooters in America, but why doesn't a mass shooter break into the Bohemian Grove and just do their mass shooting on the Illuminati? Because these are some of the most evil people in the world, right? Are some of the richest people. The thing about money is that money corrupts. Money corrupts people. Janet, I thought you were saying that you live in New Jersey. So, like, people that are born into rich families, like people that obtain a lot of wealth, they become rich. Whoa, what is this? They can become corrupt. I'm just like, whoa, this is a victim notification thing. Um, money corrupts people. So
You
weed,
can get
quitting weed,
those Tubalo ones. You know those like triangle chocolates?
those are good.
Yeah.
Toblerone.
Yeah, like a package of that for all of us.
Yeah, big. I mean,
It's a big one. It's like a whole triangle. It's like a whole bunch of them.
I think maybe chocolates that are when it's a surprise chocolate is fun. It's funner because there's a bunch of different ones.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also easy to hate on. It's also easy to hate on rich people. Like, I think that there's some rich people that are actually trying to do good in the world. I honestly believe that that like I'm like you probably figured this out already. Like, I'm a humanitarian. I believe in world peace. I believe in uniting the world in world peace. I believe in protecting the environment, right? So I'm a liberal person. Like, I believe that climate change is real. I don't buy into right-wing conspiracy theories, right? And so I do believe that there's some billionaires that are actually trying to do good things. I believe Elon Musk is trying to do good things in the world, even though everybody has flaws, and you'll always be able to point out the flaws and the bad things about people. But I think that Elon Musk is trying to do good things. I think that Bill Gates is trying to make the world a better place. I believe that George Soros is trying to make the world a better place. The reason why the right-wing conspiracy theorists have made George Soros, Bill Gates, and Elon Musk out to be such bad people is because right-wingers are anti-environmentalists. They hate environmentalism because right-wingers are completely for corporations, right? Right-wing people, Republicans, it's the party of pro-corporation. Let corporations pollute as much as they want. Let big oil and gas go into the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge and kill species so that my corporate buddies can make a profit, right? That's what they're about. So of course, they're going to try to create propaganda to get you to hate these guys like Soros and Bill Gates that fund environmentalism, organizations. And that's why the right wing gives so much hate to these billionaires that are trying to do good things in the world, is because they are anti-environmentalism. They're pissed at environmentalists because environmentalists make it so that corporations don't get to make quite as much profits, because they realize that, hey, these corporations are making large profits off of creating externalities of creating extra pollution that makes the air that you breathe more polluted. You'll be more likely to get cancer and asthma when these corporations are allowed to pollute and do whatever they want, right? Liberal people generally are for better working conditions for the workers, and conservatives don't want to raise minimum wage. They don't want to create better working conditions for workers, right? It's all about the profits for the right-wingers. Everything that they do is motivated by money, cutting taxes for the rich, cutting taxes for corporations. And right-wing people are going to be pretty surprised because they don't realize that the Trump tax cuts, this whole Trump tax cut thing, is actually a tax increase for the middle class. And in 2021, if you're middle class, you will actually see your taxes increase under the Trump tax plan. Wow, isn't that fancy that after 4 years of the Trump tax plan, right, the first 4 years were tax cuts for the middle class, and then after 4 years, the taxes start to increase, right? Isn't that funny that it was designed for the tax increases to happen after 4 years of time, right? Either Trump would be back still in office, Trump would have won his final term, or there would be a Democrat in office. So now you can blame Biden for your tax increase even though it was the Trump tax plan that is going to cause your tax increase in 2021 if you're middle class. Read the tax plan. That's how it was written. But the tax cuts for the wealthy stay there, right? Trump's tax cuts for the wealthy stay. They don't leave. Taxes don't go up for the wealthy, but the taxes go up for the middle class. And I ask, how is that fair? How is it fair to raise taxes on the middle class and not the wealthy? Why is it fair to give the wealthy the biggest tax cut that they've ever have and put the American deficit in the biggest debt that we've ever been in history, right? Trump has incurred the most debt ever just so he could give this handout to the wealthy. It's all about the money. And by 2027, the middle class will have paid a total of more taxes under the Trump tax plan than they will have if the tax plan had never gone into action. So, yes, Trump's tax plan was actually a tax increase on the middle class. It was just designed deceptively to have a short-term temporary tax cut for the middle class, followed by a long-term tax increase for the middle class. So thank you for caring about the rich guys. And, this is why rich people and corporations, Republicans get more donations from rich people and corporations than the Democrats do. I know. What about these aliens, guys? Thanks for bringing that up, Killuminati. What's up, Broccoli? Love is stronger than hate. Oh my gosh.
What?
Oh my gosh, it's a man in my house. There's a man in my house.
You're naked again?
There's a man in my house.
Oh my god,
Not
he shaved
naked.
his face.
Hello.
Wow.
Well, hello, TikTok.
It's not TikTok, it's my YouTube.
Oh, fuck that then.
YouTube sucks.
You shaved your face. You look like a fresh
What are you
man.
doing? Talking about coronavirus?
Yeah, this is my announcement to my supporters that I have coronavirus.
I also have coronavirus. Danny gave it to me. Thank you, Danny.
Actually, Melissa gave it to you.
Well,
Dude, you look so silly when you
I
shave.
know, it's stupid. I was like bored. This
No,
is
I
what you
like
do.
it. It looks fresh.
This is what you do
You
when
look
you have
younger.
coronavirus. You get bored enough to shave and put on a nice outfit.
You look younger.
Any ladies out there?
Yeah, lady just said he got sexy gray hair. You both look hot.
yeah.
Must be COVID fever.
It's actually blue, but I'll take it.
Hey, dude, a better platform came along. It's called TikTok. I've exploded.
I still like it when you have a mustache.
I exploded going viral
Yeah.
multiple
I think a
times
mustache
on
is
TikTok.
nice.
Within 6 months, I've gone from 10,000 followers to 50,000 followers on TikTok. You guys should find me on TikTok. So I gotta get off here. I shouldn't talk too much because it's bad. I need to heal and lay in bed. It's light blue hair. Okay, my name on TikTok is @special_head. Oh, well, TikTok shows you what you want to see. So if you don't like the loud people, look at something else. And then TikTok will figure out that you don't like the loud people. Day to day, it feels like I felt better the past 2 days. It feels like being dizzy. Feels like being lighthead, wobbly head, like a flu. There's been some tightness in my chest. I've been coughing. The first 2 days, I had a lot of nausea. I was vomiting. I had diarrhea, and I was achy. I didn't want to get out of bed. I felt really sore all over my body. Hey, thank you. Thanks for your prayers. I appreciate it. Yeah, aside from that, I don't know, it just feels like the flu. I haven't lost my sense of taste or smell. There's different symptoms for everybody. Okay, talk to you later. I just want to leave you guys. I want to say the Baha'i obligatory prayer because I have to say it every day and I usually forget. I have not gotten a sore throat. I'm trying desperately not to get a sore throat because they say that when you get a sore throat, after that is when it can go down into your lungs.
Oh, really?
I'm going to drink fucking orange juice now.
That's an apple juice.
I guess so.
Thirsty. Just water.
We need to get water.
I'll do it. Like I did last time.
You went to the store and got water for us?
Yeah, and the time before.
Oh, really? Audra asked you to?
No.
Well, that's good.
Do things.
Okay, I'm going to say this prayer, and then I'll tell you guys your beautiful message, and then I got to go. Yes, drink lots of water. Echinacea, vitamin C, zinc, cayenne pepper, garlic, elderberry. No, that's not... Dark chocolate. Green tea. I will. Did you guys see my Zorb video of me bouncing off the Zorb in the ocean? That was funny. Did not get very many views. YouTube's been not good to me. No, that was not the prayer. Here's the prayer. I also had the swine flu too, Snaplet. Okay. I bear witness, oh my God, that thou hast created me to love thee and to worship thee. I testify at this moment to my powerlessness and to thy might, to my poverty and to thy wealth, that there is none other God but thee, the help in peril, the self-subsisting. And unless there's any burning desires, any questions right now. Yes, ginger too. Unless there's any burning desires, it was really great talking to you guys. I just wanted to let you guys know that I have COVID. I've been talking too long. I've been feeling dizzy. Remember, you are the beautiful creation you are because your higher power loves you for you. Nothing more, nothing less. Because you are beautiful as you are. There's no boo-boos, no mistakes, no mess-ups. You're the beautiful creation that God created. God loves you for you, and spread that gift that is you all across the world. My name is Special Head. I love you. That's my thing. Thank you.